Welcome back to the Acoustic Shop channel. I am John. Today with Jeremy, we're going to be talking about Breedlove guitars today, Jeremy.
Brazilian Rosewood Breedlove guitar.
Brazilian Rosewood, that's absolutely correct. We're going to talk all about this absolutely gorgeous guitar right after this break. So we are back one more time and talking about an incredible guitar that just arrived in the door.
Yes.
This is,
and if you guys want to know all about these guitars as they arrive in the door, you want to be the first ones to know, make sure you subscribe to the channel.
That's right.
Put the little bell over there that makes sure you get notified when we go live.
Right.
We go live about 4 times a week now. It seems like I'm alive every day. I've been alive since I was born.
Alive, and now you're live.
I go live regularly. And if you want to know about that when it happens, make sure you subscribe, and then also make sure you put on the notifications.
Yeah.
And share this with friends. If you got other people that like acoustic instruments, that's all we do here is we talk about guitars, mandolins, banjos, ukuleles.
You name it, we're going to talk about it. It's got strings and frets and all that stuff. We got it on here.
And also, we did a full version of that song where if you'd like to just listen to the guitar and not our talking, you can skip that. That's in the description below. And there's also a tone sample that you will be doing, but you guys can skip all this in between and go straight to the tone sample at the end of the video. Okay, that's my preamble.
I love it.
Now, let's talk about this guitar.
We were talking about, well, we did the leader of the band. You know what? I always wanted to be the leader of the band.
But just weren't quite qualified.
No, I was not. Anyway, in here with another incredible Breedlove guitars. As you know, we are a premier dealer for Breedlove as well as Bedell, and they both have very interesting characteristics that are different. But now we're carrying a lot of the USA Breedlove guitars, and this one is one of the limited edition special guitars. Yes. I actually got to see pictures of this, and there were only a few of these available to dealers. And guess what, Jeremy? I made enough phone calls. I made us be one of them.
We nabbed one.
That's right. So what this is a Premier Concert limited edition. It's a CE, of course, limited edition. What makes this Premier, Jeremy? Do you know? Do you want to know?
I would love to know. Please tell me.
It's Brazilian Rosewood, that's why.
Wow.
This is a limited edition in that it has some different inlays, also the Brazilian Rosewood, but it's also got this really cool character. In the middle of the back has this gorgeous koa center section. And combining koa with Brazilian Rosewood, I was like, I don't know. Looks gorgeous. There's no doubt in that. But I was amazingly surprised with this guitar when it came in. I think they are doing an amazing job at the
we discussed before that Tom Bedell with Breedlove guitars, they have one of the most extensive collections of Brazilian Rosewood. Legal, all papered from a big purchase that he made. And we've been to the facility and got to put our hands on most of it.
You know, we have to put gloves on in order to handle the Brazilian Rose. It comes out of this like almost toxic oily stuff. So, but we picked out some. You'll be seeing some of the sets of Brazilian that we actually hand picked in here. Guess what? I didn't get to hand pick this one.
The incredible thing, though, is it is so
select.
It is so select, though. It looks gorgeous, and the price is lower than just about any brand that has kind of subpar looking Brazilian Rosewood.
I think we should start there. This guitar can be bought for under $5,000. Now, I know that sounds to some of you like crazy money, crazy numbers. But let me tell you, I have talked to so many luthiers, other builders that go, I'm building a Brazilian Rosewood guitar too. And I show them these and they're like, I don't get it. How is this possible? That guitar sells for less money than what I can buy the raw sets of Brazilian Rosewood for. And that's part of the magic of what Tom was able to do. In the case for every one of these will be CITES paperwork that is ready to go. There's a whole folder of it, and it's got all the stuff that you will be able to use to apply to be able to take it out of the country. So that means it's all legal documented stuff. All you would have to do is then go to I guess it's Fish and Wildlife with this documentation, be able to get your permit.
Tom even said that he tried that. We had Tom Bedell at the shop, which if you'd like to watch that on our YouTube channel, there's a full like 2 to 3 hour long
it's amazing
live presentation that Tom did at our shop. And he talked about he took one of the Brazilian Rosewood guitars and said, let's see how hard this is to travel in and out of the country with. And so he took it overseas. It went through all the customs and no problem at all because it had all the legitimate paperwork to go with it. They stamped it, said, all right, you're on your way. So if somebody was wanting to take it out of the country, they can do that because it is all papered and it was all wood that was
legal.
Sourced long before the ban, an embargo on it. So very cool, but the look of it is just gorgeous rosewood.
I think the Brazilian Rosewood is amazing. Again, you know, I want to reiterate that point because I'm not sure everybody understands. There are a lot of guitar builders that are building Brazilian Rosewood right now that do not have legal paperwork. It is still legal to have in the United States, but taking it out of the country, if that were to happen, you don't have the paperwork that Jeremy just mentioned, they would literally confiscate it. It is no longer yours, no matter what. You can prove the receipt, you can prove any of that stuff.
The thing is, it's
just not
the
legal.
wood could have been legal. They just don't have that trail, the paper trail from mill to when it was built that shows that, hey, this came from this location. And
that is correct.
So they don't have that. Yes, these have those papers all the way from the moment it was originally purchased.
Absolutely. So again, like you said, gorgeous looking. Everybody who knows Brazilian Rosewood knows that's what they used to build a lot of the guitars out of in the pre-war era, all the way through 1968. And then moved on to Indian Rosewood, a close relative. Looks gorgeous, has these black streaked ribbons in here, the nice beautiful brown color to it, very chocolatey, but it also has a unique characteristic. Is it dramatically different than Indian Rosewood? I think voicing can be done to kind of get a similar product. I'm not going to say that it can't be done. I've played some amazing Indian Rosewood guitars and other variations of Rosewood, but Brazilian has a certain crispy sparkle to it that just not only gives you that depth of Rosewood, but there's also this extra reflection of something there. And I don't know what it is. I haven't been able to see anything else do it. I think Madagascar gets the closest, but it's still not quite the same as Brazilian Rosewood. So again, this guitar does the tone matching that Bedell is known for, and Breedlove, is also known for, which is that where they actually voice these things using spectrum analyzation. They're targeting specific frequencies for the top as well as the back, and an overall fundamental frequency. Again, paperwork's going to show you. You're going to have a card. In fact, they're probably showing it right now. I don't know. Maybe the editing team
is. Hey guys, put that card up right now.
It has the specific weight of these pieces of wood as well as the overall weight, the tonal frequencies of each, the front, back, and the overall. And again, that is very unique because then they can be able to target a specific sound for each one of these guitars. And again, that's what nailed us. When I opened this guitar, I thought, this is going to be gorgeous. I know it's going to look cool because I saw the pictures, but then I played it. This guitar is much bigger than it should be for its size. And what I mean by that is, it's a small guitar. This is a little guitar.
Concert.
It's a concert size. Yeah. So this thing has a tone that is much bigger. It feels more like an OM or but yet it's balanced and it's got this big punch. You listen to that top end, and again, that's part of that Brazilian Rosewood and their voicing. Small body, has these real crystalline. But yet round. There's like this sizzle, but it's also round at the same time. A gorgeous sounding guitar. Everybody in the room when we opened this guitar up came in and said, "What is that? That sounds great.
Yeah.
That just sounds amazing." And nobody knew what it was. And again, much smaller than what you would expect it to be.
It's pretty cool to see what they do. They figured out through time and experimenting that when they really dialed in on the resonant frequency at the top. And at first I think they were trying to match the back to the same frequency, and they found that those just don't work together. Like they have a little phase
you want some phase cancellation to actually and work for you. There's going to be phase cancellation. And again, I don't want to get too far in the weeds, but phase cancellation is where you take a frequency sound wave. If you've ever seen a computer sound wave,
it's doing that up on the screen right now.
It's doing like this, a wave pattern, back and forth. And if we actually get the exact same wave pattern to go the opposite direction for every hill that it goes up, the exact opposite of that to happen, it will cancel that frequency out. It just turns it into nothing.
Noise canceling headphones, folks.
That's exactly how it works, phase cancellation.
But that's the cool thing they figured out is, and Tom showed us by tapping the top and hearing that frequency on there, and then tapping the back. They want a different frequency on the back so that the two work in conjunction with each other and get the most tone out of the guitar, which is very impressive. But this is a great example of what they've been able to do in a small body to get a very big fullness out of it.
Absolutely. It's very comfortable to play. Again, some of the extra added features of this guitar are going to be an LR Baggs Anthem pickup already installed. I love the interlocking diamonds, or I guess they're diamonds. Yeah, they'd be interlocking diamonds. Inlay. I think that's great. Ebony fretboard. pinless ebony bridge, all the features that are
binding.
kind of known. Yeah, koa binding, which looks great with that koa backstrip. All the things that are kind of known. And I know some people think it's passé to use gold hardware. I think
With
this
Brazilian,
guitar
it looks good,
needed
I
it.
think.
It absolutely looks gorgeous. With the ebony buttons, I find that to be extremely just attractive all the way around.
Agree.
Very comfortable to play. This is a good overall guitar. I think that's what's going to make this one special. Is it's a good finger picking guitar. That's why we wanted to kind of sort of my really horrible job of trying to be a finger picker. You notice I had to immediately find my pick as quick as I could.
It was in your mouth the whole time.
The whole time. But I think it's a really good option for somebody who wants balance and natural ability in that finger picking style, but can also flat pick with it, strum it, and make it be a good guitar all the way around. So there you go. This is the Premier Concert from Bedell, limited edition with the Brazilian Rosewood. A fabulous choice.
If you've ever wanted Brazilian, it's just a great way to get into one.
And a price
Much more
point,
affordable than.
Yeah. Again, I know that sounds like a lot of money, but I challenge you, go look at other builders and see what they're charging for Brazilian rosewood.
Remember, that would be about the upgrade. And
Yeah.
like if you went from just a standard Indian rosewood to Brazilian, about a $5,000 upgrade
on
price.
average for us right now, most of the guitars coming in Brazilian are anywhere from $13,000 to $15,000. So there you go. There's a pretty good option for you. Again, gorgeous guitar. We're going to actually give you a little tone sample of it, go back to what I normally do, and let you hear what it sounds like.
And we really appreciate you guys watching that video. It was my favorite one we've made so
the
far.
best
We've
video
done hundreds of videos, and that was the best one.
It was.
And the next one's going to be even better. If you'd like to see that, be sure you subscribe to this channel. And also, the more you comment and interact below, the more the YouTube algorithms pick it up and start pushing it out to other people, like-minded people.
Algorithms?
Algorithms, they're everywhere. They permeate the internet, and YouTube's got one. And it watches our videos, and it sees how much you comment, and then it pushes us to other people like you. And we want everyone to experience the Acoustic Shop world, where we talk about instruments, we do reviews, we got some fun videos coming up. We thank you guys so much for being a part of it, and we'll see you in the next video.